Another episode. Your boy C Diesel broadcasting straight from the Yellow Belly Dimension. We have our same co-host from last episode, Otis East, my boy Ethan Murphy, and his protege Casey. I keep trying to remember Casey's last name, but I always forget it.
It's good that you don't know.
Casey Evans. His name is Casey Evans. Yeah.
Great. Now we're gonna DDoS you. We're gonna get your bank account off. Anyway, for this episode, we're going into Fast and the Furious. I have mixed emotions about this series myself. I believe Ethan. I believe you said you were a bigger fan, so we'll start with you and your thoughts on the. We'll start with the franchise in general and where you think the franchise kind of took a turn.
Right on. So the franchise, I definitely see it as much more of a. It's meant to be an over-the-top farce. It is not realistic at all. It's like someone once said before, it's Avengers with cars. That's kind of how it basically feels. And even in the it's not a spoiler, but in the 9th movie, Tyrese is so invulnerable and indestructible and does so much stuff. There's a whole scene where he's like, guys, I'm pretty sure we're invincible. And he actually pulls out his coat, which has bullet holes in it, and he has no wounds. So it's like even the movie is aware of the fact that these people are no longer human. I mean, they go to space. Keep in mind, in the first movie, it's all about them stealing, was like CD players or DVD players, right? Some with disc, some kind of disc player, right? And then in the late 90s or 2000s, and now they literally go to space in a car. So there's no reality in which you can take it seriously at all. I enjoy them as a fun spectacle. I was laughing. There's, I know I've talked for a while, but the last thing I'll say is that in the 9th movie, there's parts that are just during the epic finale that happened that I just couldn't stop. It was just so insane watching it on screen. I couldn't stop laughing. Vin Diesel jumps out of a spinning stretched tank elevated thing that's on fire over a cliff with a stealth bomber going at him, jumps out casually and just nicely stands back up. Everything's fine. I literally tried to hand Casey a bottle of water and broke my knee this week. So it's like there's no reality in which is actually accurate.
You did it in Tim's too.
He did it in Tim's. He's wearing Tim's.
What?
Vin Diesel was wearing Tim's.
Oh God, that's a whole set of needs in itself. Casey, Mr. Evans, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the series is definitely unrealistic, but it's fun. I'm a big fan, so they're gonna keep making them. I'm keep seeing them. That's the condensed version of what I gotta say.
Understand?
Yeah.
Mr. East, Mr. Lelouch.
There was a point in time where I liked the Fast and Furious movies. Like I think like Fast 5 is just like my cutoff of like enjoyment, and then after that I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like I prefer when it was like about racing cars and not about family. Like I don't get why they made that transition. I don't think it was a good transition. It's just a thing they decided to do. Like I feel like as the budget increased for those movies, like the level of intellect that goes into them just decreased like dramatically. Like it's about as real as the actors that are in there. Like, you know, that's a nod at wrestling is fake. I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, I can't bring myself to enjoy them anymore. I can watch them just to have more things to talk about. Like I do like talking shit about things, so that's what I'm watching for at this point.
Trust me, we know Otis likes talking shit.
Yeah, that's it.
I myself am contractually obligated by my best friend Jeffrey Pinkney not to talk anything negative about Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel, or anything to do with any wrestler from WWE, or I will be assassinated. You will see a bullet fly through here and get me in the brain.
Wait, so Jeff's a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise?
Oh yeah, Jeffrey.
Right.
Anything to do with Vin Diesel and the WWE, he loves it. See, I'm pretty sure when he gets married, I'm gonna have like a Fast and Furious themed bachelor party for him, right? Yeah. WWE thing, like that's his shit. That's my boy. Shout out to my boy Jeffrey. I enjoyed them a lot. Like early on when I saw the first couple, I enjoyed them for the racing part. Because I'm not much of a car dude myself, but I can enjoy like a good looking car. And they had like really like in it for whatever reason, like the early 2000s, cars were really like flamboyant. Like that's the era where like there was bright colors. You had like people would have like cereal boxes on like the side of their cars and shit like that. The spin rims, cars
like,
just
the neon lights and the spin rims and all. Yeah, that was 2000's a good time.
I low key want to buy some like cheap neon lights and put them under my truck. That's how much I love. I'm nostalgic to that era. I want to do that. I enjoyed it a lot. Then you can even get into Tokyo Drift. I'm like, oh, drifting, this is badass. He got a little bow wow in here, and he's just doing a little bow wow stuff.
Yeah. I hadn't even heard of drifting bore that. I know it actually did exist. Obviously, they did it, but I hadn't even heard of it before Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Yeah.
Then Fast and Furious gave us one of the best theme songs of all time with the Tokyo Drift one.
Oh, it slapped. I'm not gonna hold you on that.
I think I heard Ski Mask rap over that beat, and I was like, "Oh, that beat's hard." Yeah, I need more people to rap over this.
Yeah, recently.
You heard it recently?
Yeah.
That movie was so bad that even Fast and Furious retconned it. Like, come on now, like that's
it's so
they're de-retconning it now, but like, yeah.
But it's funny you mentioned that. All right. So what I'll say is there are direct connections to Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift in Fast 9. And I'm not talking about what they put in the trailer with Han. I'm talking about other stuff. I'll put it there.
Okay, so I gotta watch it. I mean, at some point, I may have to rewatch the entire series just because.
That's a long day.
I know. Otis is this. He just died in his head. He rolled his eye so hard at me. I felt that eye roll through the screen. It was crazy.
I heard it. I heard his eye roll.
I enjoy the series. Like my thing, I feel like I think maybe like around Fast and the Furious 7, maybe 6-ish, they kind of stopped taking themselves so serious. Not 6, because 6 is the one Letty came back to life or whatever. That was more like darker tone. But the ones after that, it got a little bit less serious. They started taking themselves serious.
When she came back.
No, that was Fast and Furious 6.
So at the post-credit scene in Fast 5, right, Casey? At the post-credit scene, in the post-credit scene of Fast 5, they show that a picture of her saying she's alive. They actually show her actually alive in Fast 6.
Yeah, because that's when
there's so many of them that kind of blur together.
That's when dude Statham was in 6, right? That's when they introduced him.
Statham. Yeah,
he was in 7.
No, he was in 7. Okay, so 6 is where the post-credit scene shows Statham kill Han, crash into Han, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's here's the thing. It's almost impossible to keep up with all this stuff because there's so much stuff happens. Like real content happens in the post-credit scenes. By the way, no one ever really dies in these movies. Literally, everyone that has died comes back in another movie. So. We're waiting for a Gal Gadot to show back up.
It's fine. Yeah, Fast and the Furious Z.
right.
I enjoy it. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm with Owen.
The only way to get killed off in there is if your contract expires. That's the only way.
Yeah. Or if you get a bigger deal with Warner Brothers doing Wonder Woman. But they, I agree with Owen that Fast 5 is actually my favorite one in the series, and that was one where it bizarrely. Because actually, we watched it. We rewatched it this week. Fast 5, and it actually is a legitimate movie. Actually, they do have actual acting set pieces.
That's the best one. I'll enjoy it.
It's probably the best one, and it's weird that they kind of walk that line. It gets ridiculous at the end, with that big ass safe. I get. I mean, Vin Diesel kills hundreds of people with that safe.
God.
People are dead. Rio is dead. Period. But
the inhabitants of that city did not make it through that.
No, that city's not standing. And then The Rock lets them get away for a day. But the actual the content as far as the actors, how the actors talk to each other, it still sounds like people having conversations. The actual set pieces look before the craziness at the end, they look more or less somewhat plausible. So it's where it walks that line still. It's fun as hell, but somewhat believable enough. And then after that is where it gets over the top, I think.
So Casey,
they got to the point where they were just legit throwing in Dom's evil twin. I was just like, stop it, please. Just stop it. I don't need
that. Actually leads into my question, actually. So Casey, without spoilers, what were you rating John Cena's acting in this movie on a scale of 1 to 10? Because apparently Hollywood loves him because he's in the Suicide Squad movie too. And Jeffrey thinks he's like, bro, trust me, he's gonna be great. He's dope, trust me. But how is he in this?
I didn't think he was bad at all. I think he fit in very well. Like he fit into the universe. Mm-hmm. Acting, it's above a 5.
I don't know why to take that.
All right, you can't make that comparison. It's like, is it better or worse than LeBron? But you don't know.
Probably better than LeBron. I ain't seen.
Oh yeah, no, it's better than LeBron.
You see him in the WWE. He's better than LeBron. Come on.
Yeah, it's better than
Right,
LeBron.
right. I mean, but we see Bron's grade A flopping. Like he deserves an Academy Award for how he flops. So I just
All right, hey, that's the last one. You got me a ring. That's the last one. You got my team a ring. No more slander. Let's kill that. Let's
I love what O has like blowback, like backdrafts of smoke. Just like he's so much smoke he's throwing. It's like other things that come off too from other topics and conversations.
Oh, he petty. He petty.
But John Cena's the thing about it is like he just said it fits within that world. Like it's pretty much how it's like if you watch a movie sometimes if someone is overacting or someone's too melodramatic within the actual piece, it stands out. He blended in well with the rest of the cast and crew and stuff.
Very telling.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
I think they literally had him replace Dwayne Johnson's character, and he would have fit perfectly.
You would never know. Yeah, they could have swapped him out basically.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, apparently he's getting his own solo series spinoff after the Suicide Squad movie. He's getting a spinoff from his character in Suicide Squad is getting a spinoff. Okay. Yep.
So spoiler alert, he survived Suicide Squad apparently.
Yeah, right. They told us that early. So hopefully I got faith. It's James Gunn. And the first one was that's a conversation for another day. I won't get too deep into that. But, yeah,
we can see Otis like his veins popping. Like, oh, here I go. I get the slam, Suicide Squad, and wrestling, and from one podcast.
I had to stop him. I was like, I had to reel him back in because he was getting a little wild with the LeBron stuff.
You can see it. You can see it.
Wow.
He got us a ring. He got us a ring. No more slender. That's the limit. That's the quota for then and now. We're done.
Fair. We got to set our rules, our 10 commandments. Fair.
Exactly. Yeah, I honestly believe this is a question for anybody in general. Do you feel like they can just grab any WWE superstar at this point and kind of just bring them in to the Fast and the Furious universe? That's what it's feeling like. It's like Randy Orton's coming next.
Just because they all actors anyway. That's what WWE is. Yeah. So probably
the tone. I feel like totally they all fit tonally.
Yeah. I mean he's right though. It's pretty much. They're used to doing such a big, grand scale of spectacle, and there are plenty of like Dave Bautista for most of his early roles didn't really speak that much. I know he spoke a lot in Guardians of the Galaxy, but he was oftentimes just a heavy. So if you can have people just being heavies in movies. I mean, The Rock's first movie was if y'all remember, The Mummy Returns. He didn't speak in that movie. He was the scorpion. I know he was the Scorpion King, and he just did just physical stuff. So you can definitely kind of transition them into it.
They have been speaking like air or.
It's like ancient Sumerian or something, Egyptian or whatever.
I like that movie, so let's not no more slander.
I know. You and me on that same boat. It's a guilty pleasure. I know it is.
I saw Otis revving up. Otis was loading the clip. I'm like, put it down. Like,
grade A Brendan Fraser combined with The Rock. Come on, what's that to love?
Brendan Fraser. Say that name out loud. Brendan Fraser.
Hey,
his best role ever is one where his face is covered. Talking about
when he's Robot. Is that his name? Robot.
Mm-hmm. Robot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see. I enjoyed that series. My thing, if you can act, that's one thing about WWE stars that impress me. If you can act in front of like hundreds of thousands of people, and not only like you can take a foot you can trust somebody to kick you in the face without kicking you in the face. And then maybe sometimes they accidentally kick you in the face, and you still have the composure to act in front of them. I'm like, you gotta be a decent actor.
That's how we knew Ronda Rousey was built to be a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like, from after she got kicked in the face like that for real, and then like she had no problem.
Like you will smoke. When you have her knock at your door, you better have it blicky ready.
If she knocks at my door, I'm proud. Like I'm like, you saw this? Thank you.
Somehow this podcast got to Ronda Rousey. A, B, she cared enough. C, she tracked down Otis East at 555 Crenshaw Lane.
I would take that L, like legit. If she came and said, "What you talking shit?" Like I was. Thank you for noticing.
Next episode's gonna come in with a neck brace on. And Felicia now took pictures. So I'm getting fucked up in this living room.
We're getting a check. We are getting a check.
That's why. I mean, Otis and Casey are very much similar in this way that they have no problems having unpopular opinions, which is good. You should speak your mind, be truthful to yourself. And I think the part of it is that it's going to catch attention of certain people. If everything is an echo chamber if everyone's saying the same thing and agree with themselves, those that say something different, that's how you get buzz, and that's how you kind of start getting traction. So keep doing it. Don't be ashamed.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna wrap up this episode. I think we got one more scheduled for tonight. Casey, I think you said this is the last one you're gonna be on for tonight. Is there anything you want to plug? Any closing remarks you got for us?
I guess my unpopular opinion: the transition from Fast and Furious was necessary.
Oh yeah,
From how it was at first.
Yeah, is that unpopular? Yes, it is. I agree. I actually agree with that, though.
Hey,
Yeah, I agree with it.
Why don't you plug your Instagram too? Your studio, we do that. Plug that for us.
he might not have one. He might not have one.
He followed me. He has one.
So, give your Instagram handle.
My Instagram handle is at mstr_tripstar, and then my business account is at Stormwave Studio.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey man, plug your content, man. All right. Well, we will get you on your own episode at some point in the future, probably after we get Otis. Yeah, can't wait to see you again, man. This has been another episode. We'll